Hello there, Star Wars fans. I'm Bobby Robertson, and I'm here with my good friend Mark with Denuo Novo once again at SDCC. But this year, you guys didn't set up at SDCC, but tell us about some of the awesome things that have been going on with Denuo Novo recently in the Star Wars fandom.
Yeah, I'm here undercover. So I'm actually just visiting as a fan for San Diego Comic-Con, parachuting in, doing other Star Wars related stuff. But when we saw you guys, we're like, all right, we got to give you the scoop on what's happening at Denuo because there's so much going on. Right now we have our Death Trooper helmets finally on the water, so they will be in stock in August, getting ready to ship out to customers. That's the first Death Trooper helmet. Long time coming. We had to change our manufacturing site on that one twice, so it has been a journey. And right on its heels is the Death Trooper Specialist. That's the one that has the light up feature. That one will be coming into stock in September, and along with him, Bo-Katan is following that. So Bo-Katan will also be in stock this September. So Bo-Katan creates the season 1 look of her helmet.
I remember recently, well, I say recently, in some interviews past where we actually got to see the Bo-Katan in person, and it was very, very nice.
It looked really good, very accurate. The colors took us a minute to figure out the exact with the lighting and everything and how it came together. But it's a beautiful helmet. It is a little bit smaller than our other helmets. Usually most of them go up to a size 8. I believe this one hits like a size 7.5 kind of hat. So a little bit tighter, but still a great look. And of course, like we don't have a lot of women's helmets either in the lineup. So we have Sabine and we have Bo-Katan. Hopefully we'll expand that over time as we see more characters. But we're like, we got to get Bo-Katan in this year. That was one that was also a little bit delayed. Right after her, we have yet another Death Trooper because we can't get enough of him. There's a version that in the art book was referred to as the ghost version, right? The white version of the helmet.
The white version.
Yeah. It's like the concept art.
That's
so
cool.
That one went up on pre-order a couple weeks ago. Not to a lot of fanfare. We didn't get to debut it at a convention or anything like that, but sort of quietly went up on the website. So that one is selling now. That one will be in before the end of the year. So Q4, coming after the other Death Troopers find their way. And then we have our Sabine helmets, which are the last on the list for this year. The Sabine helmet, Season 2 sold out, and so we have another production run coming of that one. Sabine Season 4 should be in stock in either August or September. I have to double check, probably September. And then, we haven't announced this yet on the website, the pre-order hasn't gone up, but we are doing the series finale look from Rebels, so that paint job, that's like the pink and the silver, that she actually wears in like the Ahsoka show, like that same paint job, but in the Rebels mold that we're currently using for Season 2 and 4. That'll be on pre-order probably in a couple months and out before the end of the year.
That's very cool. Well, talking about repaints and more female lady helmets out there, that classic Night Owl helmet that Bo-Katan wears can be repainted into multiple other characters, especially with the further development of the Mandalorian series, especially going into Seasons 2 and 3. 3 more than anything else,
and a movie coming up,
And a movie,
Mando and Grogu. I'm hearing May 2026. I think that's publicly stated for the release date for May 2026.
Hopefully it stays in May.
In production
I love
now.
a May Star Wars release.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had that, right? So I think Solo was the last one.
Solo was the last one.
I like a summer Star Wars, but whenever it comes out, I'll be happy. That being said, I don't know if we'll do anything for that movie yet. We have to. I know nothing. Being a licensee, they haven't told me anything about the new movie. But the Mandos are going to continue to be popular, I believe. And I'm tinkering with the idea of a customizable Mando helmet, kind of like we have for the Rebel fighter pilot, where you can sort of deco your own. So we're looking at a few of those things. Nothing's landed yet, but something potentially for 2025.
That's awesome. So earlier we were talking about getting caught up with the Death Trooper helmets orders that were on back order coming in finally, and as we've had our interviews over the past few years, you guys have getting closer and closer and closer to filling all the orders that Anovos left behind.
We're so close.
So close. So is the Death Trooper close to the last one, or is there any more after that?
There's a few more. So the Death Trooper Specialist, Sabine Season 4.
Oh, okay.
Those are really the last 3 helmets on the list.
Now, were those Anovos specifically?
Those were Anovos. Oh, wait, Sabine Season 4, yes, that was also Anovos.
I'm
losing track of what's what, but yes. Sabine series finale is new to us, and the Death Trooper concept, the Ghost Trooper, is new to us.
Okay.
But the others are part of the back order. In fact, if anyone had any outstanding back orders at the moment, always email customer service at denuonovo.com. We'll take care of your order. We did just have 3 other helmets come into stock. We're in July now. In June, so a few weeks ago. So if you had the first order Snow Trooper, the classic Snow Trooper, or the Patrol Trooper helmet from Solo,
Oh, that
all
Patrol
3 of those
Trooper
are in
was
stock.
sweet.
Yeah,
It
those
was
are
so
gorgeous.
sweet.
That's one of my favorite helmets, that one. And it's because it's so different looking than all the other helmets in the lineup.
And I like the mix of black and white
Yeah.
in it. You know, it's not just a solid white helmet or a solid black helmet. And that's one of the reasons why like the First Order Executioner stood out so well.
Yeah.
Is because having that dark bluish black stripe, it breaks up the monotony a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's supposed to be uniform. You're supposed to see the regular troopers, but it's really exciting to see those details in those few standout troopers like the Patrol Trooper. And I mean, honestly, like the concept Death Trooper you guys are putting out really soon. I'm really excited to hear about that.
That one will have sort of a more weathered look than, like the Death Troopers look really sleek, but the Concept Trooper is white and has a lot of weathering to it. So I can send you pictures of everything. It's all up on the website now at DenuoNovo.com. But yeah, we're nearing the end of the back order, which finally this year has been to sort of try to get that over the finish line as we then get into new stuff in 2025. Like I still want to get to stuff from Andor. Like I'm working on the Narkina jumpsuit, and you know that would be really fun.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Too, you know.
I would totally pick up the Narkina jumpsuit
That's
for
an
you
easy
guys.
one, right? So you can definitely, when I was at Celebration in 2019, we saw all the homemade costumes of people running up the escalators. Do you remember that like one way out moment? I was like, well, we got to get one of those in the lineup.
Back at London last year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a big, awesome thing because I loved Andor, and it's funny, you know, a new Star Wars comes out and you get mixed reviews, but Andor has really, I think, stood out among so many Star Wars fans because it's one of the most sophisticated stories we have so far, and just getting to see, you know, the livelihood of the average citizen within Star Wars was something that was missing. I mean, I know it's not the most thrilling or exciting, but it was something that was genuinely interesting and something I felt like we were missing as viewers. So I'm glad they finally accomplished that.
And
for
it felt
us.
really real. Like
Yeah.
someone wrote a review and they called it like the banality of evil. And I joke about it how they have PowerPoint slides to take away your rights. And I was like, that feels like all too real. But I thought it was
Scary.
great. I love Andor. So hopefully we can do something from Andor in the future. No promises, but I am working on the Narkina jumpsuit. Not jumpsuit, it's actually 2 separate pieces of top and pants.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully we can get that accomplished in 2025, especially as the show is probably going to come back in 25. So that'll
Beautiful.
be exciting. Outside of that, those are really, I guess, the reveals I can give you guys. The series finale Sabine helmet, and then in 2025 the Narkina jumpsuit, which is very exciting. So even without having a booth here, we still get to talk to the fandom, which is nice.
Well,
Yeah.
Mark, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for all the
Yeah, of
work that
course.
you guys have been putting into the community by bringing really awesome, high-end prop replicas that are great for cosplay especially. Guys, expect those orders really, really soon. There's, 3-ish, by what I counted, helmets left on back order from Anovos, not Denuo Novo. That Denuo Novo is filling for you guys, so for you Death Trooper fans, stay tuned. He said it's on the water, which means it's
Very soon.
extra close with the Death Trooper Specialist and the Sabine Season 4 of Rebels helmet not far behind. So pretty soon you guys will all be made whole. Thank you, Mark, for all of your effort. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go to rebelscum.com daily for daily Star Wars fan content, news, toy reviews, and more. And follow us on all rebelscum.com social media outlets as well. And be sure to go to DenuoNovo.com and check out all the wonderful things they have in stock as well. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.